Versace on the floor.
It's been a
Hey
while.
guys,
There you go.
sorry. Mic is
Oh,
on
there you
now.
go.
So is
And
the
the
light.
light.
Can you
Let
guys
there
hear
be
now?
light.
Testing, testing, testing. Can you guys hear us now? Can you guys hear us now? Is this good?
One,
Let's
two.
check it.
Oh yeah, it works.
It works for
It should
sure.
be working.
Here, let me check real quick. Go ahead, keep talking.
So it's been a while, guys. It's been an amazing year so far. A lot of deals, and a lot of work out there, for me and stuff like that. So, but then there's a lot of great fights too. It's been amazing in that sense.
Mm-mm. Keep talking.
Okay, so can you guys hear us? No?
Yep, you're good now.
Okay, there you
All
go.
right, perfect.
Cool.
Sorry, like the thing was muted. But yeah, so I mean, I think you guys know why we're here, right? I mean, if you guys don't know why we're here, I don't know, maybe
Why are we here?
you've been living under a rock if you haven't noticed like what's going on. And the thing is that ever since the news broke by, I don't know who it was, if it was Michael Benson first or Dan Rayfield that broke the news about the test. Yesterday, we've been getting a bunch of questions. And that's why, like, and we're repeating over and over the same thing, right? And we're like, bro, that's not how it works. Bro, that's not how it works. Come on, it's not how it works. And we've been getting kind of bogged down. So, we want to be able to control our panel. We want to be able to show websites, pictures, videos, things like that. Like, let's not talk about bullshit. Let's not talk about assumptions, and let's get to the real brass tacks about this. And I mean, the majority of people, I would say, probably about 99, I would say, would you say, of creators or people in the space that are talking about VADA testing have never been tested themselves. Would you say that's correct?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't think they experience kind of stuff like that where, um, somebody knocking your door, right? And then you do all this procedure and stuff like that. It's different from going to work and getting your test for work. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? It's just a P test and all that stuff. But this stuff, they got the blood test and all of that stuff, and yeah, they come out of nowhere too.
Yeah, and I think like that's one of the major issues that I'm getting, right? It's kind of like one of those things that they're like, "Oh, what do the weight divisions matter?" It's like, "Bro, have you ever cut weight? If you haven't, like, stop crying real quick." Oh, check this. Okay, so Never Sober is the first super chat. Hopefully this works. Is it this one?
Make it rain.
You can hear it? Oh my God, my bad.
We gotta get
We
a
gotta
headset.
do that again. Yeah, we do have headsets. My bad. Well, but then that's gonna mean that we can't hear the people that come up, right? Because it's going.
Maybe is it going through? Is it going through the thing?
I have no idea. You usually set this up. I set it
Yeah.
up this
Why you? That's
time.
what I'm saying. You should have told me. Then I'll. Anyways.
Well, you're gonna have to fix it if people come up, okay? Because I
Yeah.
don't know. Remy said with a $2 chat, "What's up, Rachel? Nonito, mi hermano." And I could go. Why not? It's weird because we can't hear the music.
Let me see. Go.
Nonito's
Keep
gonna
going.
fix that. So I'm gonna keep talking. It's your fault. I never set this up. You had me set this up, and it's all weird.
Blah blah blah
Audio.
blah.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay,
Just keep
so
talking.
as far as what's going on with okay, so 99% of the people that are talking about VADA have never been tested by VADA. Okay, they've never been tested by USADA, let alone VADA. Okay, so we're listening to a bunch of people that are speculating. Press what?
This temple.
I'll press. Okay. Well, all right. Sorry, that was Logan laughing. So that's Logan laughing at the people who are all of a sudden the what do you call it? Professionals when it's not even that.
Uh,
Go ahead.
yeah, I mean that the thing about it is just something that you've learned a lot now is, um, the space that people are being given,
Mm.
that allow themselves to be able to speak,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
because of that, a lot of people will talk in their opinion. You
Yeah,
know,
but I think it's different when you say, right? Like, I don't know. This could be a possibility, or I don't know. That could be a possibility. But from what I'm hearing a lot is, I mean, um, th- when people go, "Oh, it's bullshit. Why? Well, they should have gotten the test back sooner."
why
You
are you
know,
all the way over
oh, I don't know,
there?
because I don't
You
want to
trying to
be
run away
right
from
next
me?
to you. Yeah. So so I think it's different when people are like, "Oh, hey, uh." What if, right? Those are speculations. It's a conversation starter and things like that. But
Yeah.
when it comes to saying, well, it should have been processed and reported faster. And
I seen that too. I seen a lot of that.
yeah, and we're
Like
gonna go over
people
these.
people are going through the chats and stuff like that. From the comments to all that stuff, right? And they're saying like, why didn't they have that done? This and this and this and that. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Hmm.
And then some people are like, well, one of the fight got canceled because a couple of days before the fight, they had tested him and he popped positive, so they canceled the fight. I'm like,
Oh no, how about this one? I've never heard of a fighter test positive after the fight. That's been all over. We're like, what? What are you talking about? But let's get this real quick from Big Money now that I can hear the music.
I'm gonna follow you. That's it.
What's up? What's up to Big Money? Thank you so much for the $4.99. I've been tested for PEDS. I got a 65. At least I passed. Oh my god. Yeah, it's your IQ score at this point, right? And so this is what we wanted to talk about, right? Like I wanted to because my first reaction, if you guys didn't see it on Twitter and Instagram, was a reaction to Ryan's testimony. And if you guys don't know, I mean, I could play it actually. Let's play it so then we know what we're talking about. Because it's what's funny in the space, even though we're in social media and we're talking about a lot of stuff. Some people haven't seen what we're talking about. So let's lay the groundwork real quick, if I can.
We could run around that way and
Because
come
I
in.
don't want to sit next
Yeah, I
to
know
you.
you don't want to sit next to me.
Not that close. There.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is Ryan Garcia's page, of course. King Ryan on Instagram. And this is the video that he posted. So let's break this video down.
I came on here to address this bull fucking shit claim that I cheated.
Nice.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that I don't cheat. What can I say? Why didn't they come out with this before, the fight? If they found it before, why would they let me step up in the ring as a cheater? And
Okay, pause. So he's already saying what? He's misleading everyone who is a casual that, yes, fair use. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you. This is a reaction video. We're reacting to what Ryan was saying. And what he said was, if they knew I was a cheater, then why did they let me step into the fight? But let's go back into the testing results that we're talking about, and we're specifically talking about April 19th, which is the day of the weigh-ins, and April 21. And I say April 21 because the test results, well, the test was administered after midnight, the night of the fight. So,
After
oh my
midnight.
God, like Sunday, 12:01 a.m. Like, think of it that way, right? When the fight was Saturday night in New York. So, we need to put this into perspective. But before we do that, Life and Logic wants to see us. I feel like you guys just want to see us dance at this point. Hey. You're late. You're late. Yeah, you need your headset. Life and Logic said, Sup, Rachel, just got here. Nonito, does this Vada conspiracy theory make any sense to you? Wouldn't that be very hard to do? So that's what we're getting into. We are going to dispel all these narratives, the misleading statements based on experience with evidences, and walk you through these things. So we're not speculating anymore. And you guys can go into the other chats and say, hey, so this is what I learned, and here's the evidence and things like that. Like let's have a good conversation that's actually beneficial to us all. So what I said was, he's saying that that if they knew, they wouldn't have let him step into the ring. Okay, but how would you have known when the test was administered at Friday afternoon? How would they have known within a 30-hour period
Right.
or 35-hour period
Right.
that he tested positive on the test that was administered on Friday? Now, this is where we start getting really into like the nitty-gritty of what this means, okay? This is not something that I pee on a stick like a pregnancy test, okay? It goes to a lab. Yes, thank you, Life and Logic. Takes some time to get the lab results. So Jerome said they don't even process the paperwork that fast. Never mind doing the test. So let's break it down. Fitty Fresh wants to see us dance with his $4.99 super chat. So let's make it rain.
Make it rain. Make it rain. Hey, I got that timing right. There you go.
Did. Good job.
I'm singing it in my head. That's why. Make it rain.
Awesome.
Make it
Let's
rain.
make rain.
Make it
Awesome
make it
stream.
rain.
Thank you,
See?
Fitty Fresh. All right, guys. So let's get into the nitty gritty of this. Ryan Garcia's test was on the 19th, and we were made known about it on yesterday, May 1st. We don't know. I heard there was a result test paperwork, but I didn't get a hold of it, so I'm like, whatever. But the result test paperwork just says what he had, what was in his urine that was detected on both of the samples. So that being said, what we're talking about isn't, hey, let's just send it to LabCorp, right?
Right.
LabCorp's a national brand of labs. Quest Diagnostic, another one of those that you can send it to. What we have to remember, and I'm going to show you these evidences so you have your own talking points and, have your own logical discussion and come to your own conclusion. Or not, if you just want to be a casual, that's fine with me too. But I came here to show people the truth of the matter. All right. So let's first look at the fact that on Ryan's own Instagram, okay, he knows how long it takes for him to get a report back. And do you know why he knows how long? Wait, did he delete it? No, it's right there. Okay. So on February 26th, the sample of I'm sharing it right? Am I sharing it right? My God. Okay.
Yeah.
On February 26th, he was a sample was taken. That's the administration date, right? It's in the bold, it says Ryan Garcia, and it says the result, and it says negative. Now, on the top left, you will see the date that it was electronically delivered to Ryan and the numerous people on this email, of course, being Golden Boy. Okay, disclaimer, because I already got a phone call about this. If the Golden Boy people are mad that their contact information is there, bro, this is Ryan's page. I didn't take it from Ryan and unredact it. He didn't unredact it. He didn't redact it himself. So if y'all are mad about this coming up, please go talk to Ryan because this is Ryan's page. I'm just reiterating and reacting to what he posted. So that's my disclaimer. I'm not putting anyone's information out there. This is Ryan himself. But if we look at this, he was tested on February 26th, and it wasn't given until March 12th. No one made a damn uproar. And he's posted an additional 3 more tests, I believe, the last one being April 3rd, and when he received the communication of his test results. So he knows, right? I took blood and urine, and
Yeah.
it takes about 10 to 14 days
Right.
for me
right.
to get the email. This is not rocket science. He's been there. But the thing is, his statement is trying to make it seem like he's never done this before. Oh my God, I didn't get my results in 24 hours. This is unheard of. Something must be off. Okay. So when we're talking about stop screen share, when we're talking about the labs, so let's talk about the labs for a second. Can anyone in the chat tell me? And we were talking on, we were putting it on the thumbnail. Which lab is better? USADA's lab or VADA's lab? If you guys in the chats, can you guys, I want to see a show. Like if you believe USADA's lab is top tier 100%, and or you believe VADA's lab is, untested, please put your answer in the chat. I want to know what you guys actually think. Big Money said WADA. Big Money, I didn't teach you anything. Remy said VADA. No, Big Money's cheating. Papa Chubby said VADA. Okay, couple more. Let's see what you guys got. Okay. Now I'm gonna play you a little thing from my son, because this is gonna make a lot of people cry.
Oh, you want a tissue?
What happened was VADA uses WADA labs. Let me say that again. VADA sends the sample to WADA's lab. You're gonna be like, bullshit. You're making it up. She's talking out of her ass. She doesn't know. So let me screen share again. You guys know me by now, right? Like y'all should know I don't say shit unless I know, right? And it's like I'm leading you with this question already. That one it? Yes. Okay. Here you go. So, according to this is on VADA's website. Let me go to the back. Here. This is on VADA's website. Okay. Just trying to pull. Okay. Let's see. Does the stream look good? Okay. Can I go up and down? Is it going up and down on the stream? Is it? Okay. So, just really quickly, this is on VADA's website. You can look it up on VADA's website. It was a September 7, 2021 statement because there were so many questions about VADA and their involvement and things like that. So, performance enhancing, yada, yada, yada. They test for these things. They're independent. They're not a signatory to WADA, so they can adhere to what they believe need to be to maintain the strongest anti-doping program. What this means, let me just let you know. WADA has their own specification on in and out of competition drugs. So there are certain things that you could take when you're out of competition, but when you're in competition and you're not, it can't pop in your system. What VADA does is they're like, listen, in or out competition, all in competition is going to be 365 24/7. There's not going to be an in and out competition. So with that being said, I believe I missed it. Here we go. When PD testing is performed by state athletic commissions, the commissions seldom test for human growth hormones, EPO, and IRMS, all of which are tested by VADA. Only a handful of U.S. commissions use WADA-accredited labs, which VADA uses, and even fewer commissions utilize certified doping collection officers. So, this is what we are hitting. VADA uses what? WADA accredited labs. Okay. So it's not even that who does it better, because at the end of the day, they all funnel to the same laboratory, right?
Yep. Dexter's laboratory.
Dexter's laboratory.
That's right.
Okay. No, it's not Dexter's laboratory. But you know what? Guess what? We're gonna make it rain.
I'm singing it in my head now.
Are you? Jerome said, when I took my DT for my job, they had to watch me pee, literally looking at my junk and watching come out. Do they do this for boxers also? Yes, they do. We're gonna go after like the,
Well, that's the thing, is like they're right there next to you. They don't look at you like you know what I mean. So there's really nothing that you can hide and stuff like that. So you're taking the P test, but they're right next to you. You know. So, but you know, visibly that you're not having anything in your pants or something like that.
yes. Now, let's go. So the next question that, of course, people are thinking about is like, okay, well, so if they can send it to a water lab, then why don't we send it to a water lab, and how long should that even take? Well, let's try, because I looked that up too. All right, you guys can see my screen. These are the WADA accredited labs. So we're going to go down to the WADA website. It says list of laboratories around the world accredited by WADA. List of WADA accredited laboratories. Now, these are the only accredited laboratories. That's in Turkey. That's in Bangkok. That's in Barcelona. That's in Beijing. South Africa. Bucharest. Cologne, Germany. Doha. Again. Anyway, let's look for something that's actually like here. We know that's not here. This is not here. Lisbon, London. There we go. There's one. There's one in Los Angeles. Okay, so we're at one right now. Madrid, Montreal, New Delhi, Oslo, Paris, Rio de Janeiro, Roma, Salt Lake City. 2. We have 2 in the United States. Goes down to, I have no idea where that is. Seoul, Korea, Stockholm, Sydney, Tokyo, Warsaw. That's it.
2.
So what does that mean? That means that for our stuff to get processed, all the US processing, as far as Olympic drug testing, possibly collegiate, professional sports, all of that,
yeah, all of the sports that they test will go there.
Will go to these two.
2, right.
So it depends when the lab had received the specimen, right? And it's assumingly like not, I'd say Tuesday, Wednesday, that it actually gets to the lab. Let's think about this. Friday, they're testing at, let's just call it 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay, they collect a sample 1 p.m. They're like, yes, I got it in my hand. And then they're like, okay, let me try to get on the closest flight. For them to get over to JFK, get through customs, all that, 4 p.m.
Right.
Okay, how in the world are they going to jump on a flight at 4 p.m. and make it to Salt Lake City or LA and make it to the lab before and test it before the close of business on Friday night?
I mean, unless you're like Nightcrawler, where you can,
ooh, that's a good one.
you can poof
That'd be
and
good.
teleport and stuff. You know,
that'd be a good whatchamacallit to do. That'd be a good talent, magic trick, whatever. But what I'm saying is we're looking at the fact, I'm showing you timelines, okay, and I'm showing you like what's possible and what's not. One of them is not teleportation, and the other one is not time travel, because you wouldn't want to time travel, because then it would actually disregard the test, because the test didn't happen yet. So that takes that off the block. But the fact that it's wherever it is, right? Wherever the fight is, wherever the test is, they have to transport it over to the West Coast, right? And even at that, that doesn't, when it gets there, does not mean they're going to test it the same day. Why? Now, why? Because
why? I'm just gonna ask you to say
Oh
why.
my God.
Why?
Why can't they test it the same day? And people have said boxing is a $1 billion industry, and blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? Against the entire U.S. on other sports and their combined, what they're bringing in to something like WADA and the amount of tests they're bringing in, boxing, first of all, is a niche sport. There's not very many athletes as it is. Okay. So take that at like one hand, and that's already big. Now, take over how many boxers in the top like 5, right? Now we're down to 2. Okay? Now, in those top ones in the what is it called? In world championship fights or high caliber fights, how many of those fights actually have VADA, but have drug testing, right?
Right.
So now we're down to 1. So, what would behoove a testing agency that has so many tests and so many clients and so many athletes coming from all walks of life all over the United States to be like, hey, you need to push our test to the front line because we give you so much business, because we don't give them enough business to even be that important, and push Olympic athletes, people that are fighting to be on the spot. And you got to remember that's one thing that everyone's forgetting. We have the Olympics this year. Guess what? Right now, if the fighters haven't
Yeah.
qualified yet,
They've been testing.
qualifying rounds are right now. If you haven't qualified yet, and if you did qualify, guess what? You're still getting tested.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, all of this putting into the box, like, how do we think that? I mean, we're acting a little bit kind of bratish and entitled to be like, we want our test result right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right
and we're
now.
going to stomp our feet and say, this is not, this is, we're going to create lies and distractions to tell you that, well, they shouldn't have let me in the ring. Goddamn knowing it wasn't a pregnancy test that you took.
Can't just pee and then voila.
No, it's a comprehensive blood and urine test.
Right.
So, okay, where do we go from here? What do we want to talk about? Okay. Oh!
So that's it.
No. No. I got you. Okay.
All right.
So let's go to this one. Because one of the questions that I've been asked is, first of all, what's the difference between Ryan's sample A and sample B? Can you tell us the difference between the sample A and sample B that Ryan, if he wants to test the sample B?
Well, let me tell you the difference. The difference is one came out earlier, but the other one came out later. From that single P that you had. You know what I'm saying?
God.
That's the difference.
So
but
anyway.
it gets all shaken up in there. It's all the same coming in. One sample A from the same what's it called? The same little container.
Mm-hmm.
You put it in A, and then the rest of that goes to B. So you go A halfway, B halfway, and then the rest goes. If you have enough, then you go to add more on A.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you have more than that, then you add the rest to the B.
Depends how hydrated you are, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it's the same P.
It's the same P is what he's trying to say in the wrong way, or the longest way possible. I think what we get confused with, right, is when you go into LabCorp or something like that, or even some of the doctor's office, at least for the females that go into doctor's office, you pee into a cup. You unseal the little sticky thingy.
Okay.
And then you pee into a cup, and then you tighten the lid. You just twist it. It's a plastic container, and then you put it in that window. You know that window.
Yeah, they do it. And you put a sticker on top.
Yeah, and then you put it in the window, right? And so people are like, "Well, that's easy to just like make sure that you take off the sticker like this."
Yeah, but if you take that sticker out, it's not gonna. It's being tampered with.
Yeah, but we're talking about like the green spinny labels, right? We're not talking about the one that Vada uses. We'll get there.
That one's a different one. That one's a whole different
that's what
one.
I'm saying. I want to differentiate that we're not talking about the plastic ones with the green lid. That's just at the doctor's office that they just do a dipstick test really quick on whatever they're looking for.
Yeah.
It's that one's easy to just twist and open.
Yeah.
And tamper with.
Yeah,
if
that
they
one's
really
or you can
want
flip it with your thumb and it'll open up.
Yeah. So I am. Is it sharing? I never know when it's sharing or not. Oh, I didn't click it. I can't see. Is it this one? All right. Yay. I am sharing. All right, guys. So this is this is my Google Drive. And I didn't think that I would ever use these, but this is in Japan. This is the day of weigh-ins, about 6 p.m. Um, and this is when Vada had showed up. Now, I don't know how much of these videos like
play with your pee time.
Yeah.
So, okay, now you're gonna be like, Rachel, you told us that the cups aren't plastic. Okay, so that wasn't a lie. All right. This is the what is it called? The catch. This is the catch stream. Okay, the yellow tub is the catch stream. So if I go here, that's just a picture. There we go. Now that yellow cup is what Nonito caught his stream with. Okay.
Right. So there's a line right here. I don't know if you can tell. Like there's a line right here. Can they see that?
I don't know.
So there's that little line over here in the middle of both cups.
Oh,
That's
the red,
where
the plastic, the
the,
glass.
the glass cups,
Mhm,
the red and the blue.
mhm.
Now you fill halfway through both of them, and then the rest you'll fill it up to the sample A
Correct.
and a little bit of B if it's enough with the other sample.
So these are the blue and the red clear is the ones that get sealed and sent out for sample, not the yellow cup. And what Nonito has in his hand there are the what are they called? Identification stickers.
Right. So you put them on each bottle, the glass one.
Hmm.
You put each one so that they all match, and then when you do that, then when you put it on the box, you got to put one on the box too.
Mm.
So not only that you get the sticker to say, hey, this is for this thing and no one should be touching this stuff, and then they'll go again with the box to put that if you have tampered with it,
Ooh.
then those stickers will be known that it's been touched.
I don't know how I did that. Oh, I don't like Apple. Okay. So there's Nonito. There's his lovely pee
Half
in
and half.
2 of the bottles. Now look at this. This is a threaded locking system. This is not something that's like, okay, well, it's a perfume bottle top that you're just gonna pop off. And he's the one doing it. Now, people are gonna ask me, what is the tester on the right side doing? You see his hand. Notice though that his hand is in the bottle that we already emptied. He's not putting that I don't know what you call it, dropper into the samples that we just poured. He's taking a droplet sample from whatever's left in the cup and he's putting it onto an assay. And that assay tests for, I believe, the dehydration levels, right?
Right. So if it's too clear, they'll tell you, oh, that this is it's too
Watered down.
It's too watered down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just want, I'm just precursing to think of what people are be like, oh my God, look, his hand is in the cup. Like, there's
Right.
nothing left in the cup. He's just trying to pull whatever little drops are there left to make sure that he's saying that there's enough actual testable urine and it's not watered. There's the both of them closed.
You're getting the
And
stickers.
oh yeah, why don't you explain what's this plastic bag thing?
So the plastic bag is you put the bottle in. Each one has their own plastic bag, and you put so you put it in there, and then it seals the whole thing. It seals it. So like no one can mess with it. If somebody open it because they'll rip, they'll tear, and all of that stuff. So knowing that no one can touch it. So but you put it all in there.
So the plastic is a sealant. The bottle has an anti-opening mechanism. And is there any other thing that you need that has a temper-resistant seal? Ooh, look what I found. Oh, okay. So this is how do we explain this? Hold on. Let's just pause right there real quick because I didn't even know I had that video. We'll take questions after this. I did want to explain this one. So I saw one of the questions before was, "Hey, well, what if the bottle you got was tampered with?" And the truth of the matter is they don't come over and is like, "You need to use these bottles,"
Right.
right? Like, why don't
It
you
goes into a box, and
How
then
many boxes do they?
they have like 3 or 4 boxes with them, and they're like, you pick which one you want, right? So you'll pick it, and then you'll open it, and so there's a lot of choices, not just one. They don't just give you with one box and all that stuff is there. They have a couple boxes in there where you can choose from which one you want,
Mm,
and then you open it up. It's sealed. You open it up. It's never been opened, and then you do all that stuff.
okay. So that clarifies what people are saying, like, "Hey, they gave you the bottles, they could have been unclean or contaminated
Contaminated, right?
because they give you 4 boxes. They put you 4 boxes on a table. You pick some random box and then you unbreak the seal of the box and there's all your supplies, right? It's not like they're like, you need to pee in this cup.
Right. No.
And the yellow cup and the white cup, the yellow lid top, does that come in a
So
sealed
they
bag
have a
too?
couple of that too. It's the same thing. They have a couple of that. It comes in a plastic bag, but it's sealed. And then you get to choose which one you want to use. So they have a lot of that stuff, but you pick what you want to use, and then you tear it and all of that. So
So same situation.
right.
Like they give you a like 4 or 5 options and then they say pick one and then you open it and break the
Yeah.
seal. Okay. So cuz I've heard that one too. Where are we? Here. So I don't know what this video is, but let's go ahead and watch it.
You're just setting it up. That's it.
Just
Taking it out.
unboxing.
Yeah,
There's your
boxing and the
stickers.
stickers there.
And you put when they when
So
you
this is what they'll do. So the sticker's there, right? And then the sticker and that number right there has to match. And then the number of the all the bottles has to match too. That means they belong together.
Okay, so it's not even just like this has a different number than this has a
No,
different number.
every number is the same.
So the box
So the
has
box has that number.
uh-huh.
The sticker has that number.
Uh-huh.
Both bottles have that number. And then that's it. Like,
So that's what you're checking for,
right.
to make sure that all the
That
numbers
all
are
the numbers.
coinciding.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know what else is on this video, but let's see. Up to see, like, okay, so explain what's happening in here, because from what it looks like to me, you are unsealing
Right.
a bottle.
Yep.
And so you're gonna unseal this other bottle. So it doesn't even come just like this, right? It comes sealed in a sealed box and then sealed individually as well.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, there's the control numbers you're talking about right
Yep.
there.
They're all the same.
Okay. Do. And then I think, let's see. Oh, there's Nonito.
There I
Okay,
am.
so as we said, the the testing agent does not touch the sample. You do it yourself. You see, like that guy's hands is nowhere around Nonito's. He's not touching the bottles. He will touch that yellow cover one because, like I said, he's going to test for hydration level. And then I wonder. Hold on, I want to see if we can hear this.
Here you go.
Let me hear that again. I like that. Oh, let's do it again.
You rest it upside down for a bit.
Like that?
If you put it upside down, you can make sure it's not leaking.
Mm-hmm. This leak? Never.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Nonito cannot turn that thing anymore. And you put it in the other bag and you label that, right?
It was all right here, man. Why you had me explain all of this?
Well,
stuff?
because it's good for. Well, first of all, this was how many? Like this was back in Japan. Like I don't remember.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't even know I had this video. Like I said, like this is just in my Google Drive.
Right.
So yeah. Oh, that's dinner. So we don't need to watch dinner. Oh my God. Sorry. Oh goodness.
All right.
Goodness. My bad.
Dinner.
Okay, so I'm
Hey,
gonna read
the
some
food over there
comments.
was off the hook though.
Yes, it was. So okay, I don't think I have. I think okay. So from there, all right. So the samples that I mean, I don't think I have to go that deep. No, I don't. But okay, so those urine sample containers, I just want to let you guys know, is WADA urine containers. They're specific to WADA. WADA will not take a urine container if it's not in these containers. Okay. Um, and they will report if a something has been broken or tampered with. Gabe Montoya's in the chat. He's saying, what are the chances of some bad actor spiked? God, I can't remember. Spiked Garcia sample with metabolites of a drug. Where would someone even get that? His conspiracy theory makes zero practical sense. What? Oh,
Genius.
because we haven't done this for so long, I
Yeah.
forgot. Okay, read
Right
it.
there.
Go.
Boom. You
Read.
should have did that.
Read
Just like
it.
that. What are the chances that some bad actor spiked Garcia's sample with metabolites of a drug? Where would someone even get that? His conspiracy theory makes zero practical sense.
So, based on just your first question, what are the chances that some bad actor spiked Garcia's sample with metabolites of drugs? Slim, extremely slim, like kind of Dumb and Dumber, like 1 in like a billion chances.
So
Like
you're
who's saying
saying there is a chance.
Yeah. Because like in the video that we were showing you, like the whole thing is the fact that the tester does not touch anything that Nonito's opening and then sealing. So it couldn't be that person. I mean, now if you're saying did a bad actor go in and spike Ryan's stuff while they were training?
No one is allowed to touch anything but him.
Ryan Garcia, you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah. The person who's being tested is the only person that's allowed to touch the
Right. No one
utensils
can
on the
touch.
table.
That's nothing. You
Yeah.
know, just you or that person that's being tested.
Yeah. Okay, so what did I want to show? Why did I open stuff for a reason?
Why?
Oh my god. So okay, so yeah, the urine sample collector is by Vada, and that's the only stuff that they take. But why did I pull up? Oh,
You had a lot of method to your madness
I
that you don't even
do.
like. Oh.
Well, no, like when I see it, I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Is it drive? Okay. All right. We're gonna dive into my drive. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can see that. Okay, cool. That's not what I was doing. Where are we? All right, guys. So let me go closer to the thing. I'm just gonna read it. You guys can't see me on the whatchamacallit. But so I found to do this one. So open. I redacted, of course, for I don't want you guys to know where we live and our email addresses. But it's the same type of concept. June 6th and 7th were the collection dates. This is against Naoya Inoue #2. It was collected in Japan. And the results were negative. But look what date we got the notification. June 20. Okay? June 20. From June 6 and 7. June 20 is when we got that notification. Now we could go to the May 4th one. I think the May 4th one was an interesting one. Okay, so they did the a Claridium thing. They were using a new system to intake all your information. Now this is interesting to me because you will see. So testing authority is VADA. This is when they notified us. They called us at 1852, which is 6:52 p.m. If you guys don't know military time. These were the arrival time, so 3 minutes later. Email address, where it was. These are the times that the samples were sealed and the sample codes. This is how intense it is. Okay. Nonito tells you he's taking collagen, fish oil, vitamin D3, keto oxygen, L-carnitine, things like that, right? So that's something that you have to disclose. Now here was something that what I thought was really interesting to kind of show the Vada and WADA combination, right? So the testing authority is Vada, sample collection authority is Claridium, and all in this it says WADA. WADA operates this. WADA gets has third parties that can upload and see your information based on the freaking lab, right? So just based on that, I wanted to show you guys the fact that WADA's name is on the paperwork of Vada collection control. That one was the May one. So of course, here's our other one. May 4th, it was a test. And May 13th is when we got the results for that test. Again, not same day, not next day, not even 3 days. And then just because I thought this was interesting, look at what I found. Look at the collection date.
Huh.
Look when we got the date.
Wow.
So their collection date was April 19 and 21.
That is a trip.
And everyone supposedly found out yesterday, right? May 1.
Right.
And it lined up with one of your old ones.
Wow.
Which I thought was funny.
That is a trip.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there you go.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a trip.
All right. So I think that was all my coverage is based on that, like all the talking points I had. And Vada,
That's
their
a
testing
trip.
protocol.
So now we know.
Yeah. And all those things. But I'm going to open up the panel. We're not going to be here for very long. It might be another 30 minutes. So I'll open up the panel so we can talk about it. Like I said, I like to have good civil discussions and debates. And yeah, so you guys could click the link. If you haven't been on the panel before, I need to see some type of good faith on the back camera before I let you up. But we do have two. Remy in the house. So only the lab can contaminate if samples are clean. Yeah, correct. I mean, technically, if they open it and then there was another sample on the table or anything like that, then yeah. Because from you collecting it and sealing it to the lab, which is owned by WADA, they're the only ones that are able to touch it. Hey, look who's there. Look who's
Yo.
there.
There you go.
Miss you, Mel. Haven't seen you for a
YSM
while.
Sports Media. Glad y'all are providing clarity. Can we get the money dance?
Always
We did.
love the money dance.
We love the money dance.
So again, if you guys want to come up, if you guys have questions, concerns, like heart attacks, let me know. I mean, until someone comes up, I think the item of contention, another talking point is always, well, did it help Ryan? Did these drugs help Ryan?
Did it help? I mean, everybody, there's a lot going out there that a lot of fighters have tested with the same stuff. So you know that people who has been doing it has been using the same stuff.
And they're using it for a reason.
But they're using it for a reason to what's the word? To mask.
Yeah.
Right, to mask what's been behind that, and to cut the weight, but then to maintain the muscle. Right, it's different. Like when I cut weight, I get skinny, and I can't recover those muscles.
You skinny mini.
But with this thing in your system, you cut the weight, but you hold on to the muscle. They don't break down.
Mhm.
So when you take that back in, um, you're gonna be so much stronger still.
Yeah.
And with extra strength, or more like having the strength that you are when you're normally walking in, it's a huge advantage.
Yeah. I mean, like, the thing is, what I believe, right? Don't touch the
My
wire.
bad.
So what I believe is, like, I think people are getting mad because there's no credit given to Ryan, right? And I think that there is credit given to Ryan at points in this game. Um, do Because I do believe, like, Ryan and uh Derek James um created a game plan and executed that game plan.
Well, 100%, and you can tell in the law, all Ryan's fight, that's
Mhm.
what he goes to.
Mhm.
Obviously, on the opposing side, they never really focus on neutralizing that. That was the mistake on that side for
Mhm.
not being able to put a game plan to neutralize what Ryan's advantage are and
Mhm.
in his strength. You know, because when I fight, people know exactly what I'm gonna do. Guess what? They got telephone on the air. They're like, I'm ready to go. This thing don't come off. You know what I mean? So that's the game plan. So for that particular fight, being able to land that hook was something that was given because of their strategy coming into that fight.
I mean, yeah. So for me, like, can I give credit? Let's just say, all things considered. Wait, let's just say wait. Let's just say, like, stylistically, just looking at the styles that were presented and the game plans of what happened in the fight.
Yeah.
I can give credit to Ryan and Derek James for establishing and executing a game plan.
Right.
Like, I don't think that takes away from the fact that they were really smart with how they did this, right?
Yeah.
And I'm saying this as far as the game plan, how they
Except
worked in
not
that
not
ring.
not the game plan
Not
to
that game
make
plan.
to
I'm talking
make
about the game plan of them punching each other. Okay, so
right.
let's keep it there.
And I think too that Devin got caught early. I like me in my second fight with Inoue got caught early, and it just took everything out from your head, and you just go with what you normally do. And this is how it is. You just don't recover when you get caught with something big in the beginning. But we were expecting Devin to be boxing, to be throwing the jabs and stuff like that, and even in the middle of it, he would stop throwing the jab. But again, there's a lot of things that can really mess you up. You know what I mean? But I mean, not taking any credit from that shot, of course.
Yeah, well, I think it's really interesting that people, kind of, they discredit, like, one side of it by having an argument that has nothing to do with the other thing, right? Ryan's game plan has nothing to do, like, his game plan's mental,
Yeah.
and executing it, and then PDs are another one, right? Like, the PDs didn't help his IQ.
No, but it helps you physically.
Yeah,
Physically, you're stronger.
correct.
You know.
But okay, let's take away Devin getting clocked hard, right? Would Ryan still have landed those punches?
I mean, if they had set for those punches, it'll be difficult if he's not able to land those shots, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a different story, you know. So, I mean, yeah,
Can you answer that question that Conshonery said?
I read some literature pointing to the fact that the available resting system or testing system, I can't see,
Oh my
testing
goodness.
systems aren't foolproof.
There are no testing systems that are foolproof unless you're doing it in front of the commission, and you and the commission and your opponent and your samples go walk over to the lab, and you do the test yourself. Even at that, that's not a foolproof method because you might mess it up or you might contaminate yourself. So, I mean, like, even pregnancy tests are not 100%, like, effective. People still, like, mess that up somehow.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, there is no definite when it comes down to a lot of things. that we handle. There's a lot of things that can be contaminated in that way, but this is the system. This is how we've been doing for years. So this is the only way they're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like it's the thing is that it's there WADA's been around for, so long until someone comes in, like I said, and people were like, well, there has to be a better way. And I'm like, great, what, please tell me, like, what kind of money you have to open up your multiple lab locations that will be open 24/7. And by the way, most of the Olympic and the professional athletes are already going to WADA. And if it's only for boxing, who's going to invest in something like that when people don't even want to freaking test as it is? Like VADA again is voluntary. So people, you can't force anyone to do VADA testing. So if you can't, then how do you turn over those monetaries? Let's see. Nonito has two screens. So just to let you guys know, Nonito doesn't really think out like the outlay of stuff. So we have the big screen, which we used to look at, and then he has this small screen, which I can't read anything. So let's see. What did boxing? Only time I seen a B sample turn negative was in Fury's case, but he still got retroactively banned for 2 years. I'm not actually really sure. I'd have to look into Fury's case. Like, yeah. People have asked me about different scenarios and what happened with this and what happened with that, but um, I'd have to see what he tested for, who tested him. Was Fury tested in UCAD or VADA?
I have no idea.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't want to speak on something that I don't know about. Do you guys agree that Haney has improved and Ryan hasn't in 3 years? Do you guys agree that?
I'm like a dog. Like,
Yeah. Do you guys agree that Haney has improved and Ryan hasn't in 3 years?
I would, in terms of performance, except for this last performance, um, there was stagnation in Ryan's performance, and Haney has been given numerous fights and constantly improving in that way. I think that's what he meant, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'd agree with you on that one. Um, do. Okay, like 5 more minutes, guys, and we're out of here. Variables only creates conspiracies. I mean, everything has variables. I mean, the dehydration level and the urine that you're getting tested. If it's too, what's it called?
Well, that go back in that one.
Mm.
That's something too. With
Oops.
William, Devon's. No, go
Oops.
back up.
This one.
Yeah.
Nope. Oh
No.
wait.
Yeah. So the defense has improved in that way because he's fought that way the whole time, right? Except for like his IQ when it comes down to setting up and all that stuff. But the defense has always been the same in that regard. Yes.
Devon's defense hasn't. I mean, like I used to. What I thought was going to happen, and what I liked, like against Cambosos, was that whole thing about the like throwing the jab out
Yeah.
and
Well, that's
stepping
what he was
back.
really good.
I
Was just
know,
a
and then I
beautiful
don't know
jab.
what happened to it. I was so like I'm like that's so hard to like because he's such a lengthy fighter. He throws the jab out, and then you were coming. He throws a jab, so he stops your momentum. And if you're trying to cut that distance, still he already has another
And I
half a
think it's a
step.
difference too because Ryan is tall compared to Combosis and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
Regis. So maybe that's the variable um, that was given to him in terms of difficulties.
Oh, they're talking to each other. Okay, they're talking to each other. Oh, we're going to dance. We're going to dance. Here we go. Hey, hey, hey. Go ahead, read it.
Fort Greene, Pharaoh. Thank you, brother. Salute Rachel and Champ. I'm here. Let's go. Wait, let me read. I can't even read that.
I
My
don't
my
know.
it's big. My eyes can't see. I can't see far. It's the funny thing
Oh
is
my gosh.
I can see close enough,
I can see
but I
clearly
can't I can't see
now.
that
The
far. So
rain is
when
gone.
when she has me in this distance, I'm like I gotta be squinting and stuff like that.
To do love plagiarism. Thank you so much. I don't know what they're talking about. They're talking to each other.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying,
Oh my
there is the thing again with the testing is you are the one that's handling all of it,
Mhm.
putting everything together, this and this and that. There's really no contamination with the process of getting it there. The next time that you'll get into, I say, contamination and stuff like that, then it's in the lab. That's it.
Gabe, you are welcome. You are welcome. We're gonna head out here, guys, but I don't think I have my outro. Sorry, so you're just gonna have to deal with
No,
us going
but thank
bye.
you guys for
Um,
showing up. Thank you guys for coming out, and hopefully you guys learn a little bit of something.
Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to either do a voiceover or like short clips
Uh-huh.
because there were so many different ones here. So like I'll do like a 2-minute clip and be like, like what I asked is Vada better than USADA's lab, and post the evidence, and then I'll post our evidence of Nonito's Vada test, and I really do want to post that video and
Yeah.
kind of explain that video
Right.
because I think that's key. And like just hear, I was hoping I can find the one where you can hear it. I go
Click, 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 click.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm glad that was there. And you see it. So when people are asking like, oh well, maybe this and that, it's like it's right there. So I mean, maybe argue a different point, but at the end of the day, if you guys believed, and this is what I believe really strongly, if you guys believe that Ryan Garcia was negative on February 26th and April 3rd, how do you not believe April 19 and April 21? If you don't believe that, then you can't believe the other, is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you're like, okay, he's negative. Well, do we need to test the B sample? I don't believe it's negative.
Right.
Like, should we test it?
It's the same
You know what I'm
one.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it's funny to me. Like, what would be the outrage if I was like, I don't believe his negative test. I want to test the B sample because I don't
Right.
believe it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But no one said that.
Right.
So now that something went opposite of their storyline, they're like, well, I gotta listen. I gotta wait for the
Yeah.
B
It'd be
sample.
like,
You know what I'm
when
saying?
everything was negative, they're like, I don't believe that. I think the other one's positive.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you believe that if you saw the February 26th test that it says negative and you believed it and you didn't ask for a backup sample to be tested to confirm the negative test, why is anyone saying, well, I don't know, I gotta wait for the B test? Did you wait for the B test for the negative sample?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Like, be fair.
Yeah.
They said, well, I don't want to say anything. I'm going to reserve judgment. Did you reserve judgment when the negative test came out? No, y'all were dancing.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah. So I mean, ultimately, when it comes down to that, right? Again, the only person that handles it is you, the person that's being tested. And everything is sealed. Everything is done according to how they've done it in the much way as secure as they can be.
Contrary asked, if VADA is in place to protect the fighters, then why did this fight proceed? Because the positive test result, the test, I don't know if you were here earlier, but the test that was taken on April 19th, they didn't get the results until yesterday.
Yep. Yep. And the same thing, this funny thing is I did have the same date, right? As in
April
terms
20.
of April 20, and then I got my result back May 2nd.
Yeah.
So there's really no knowing that that he was contaminated with some, or he was using some.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until the results were done.
Correct. The only way that you would that like if the April 3rd test came back positive, if yeah, that's pretty much it. Because April 3rd's test, I thought they said that result came back like April the week of the fight. The April 3rd test result came the week of the fight. So that being said, anything after April 3rd, you wouldn't have got the test till after the fight anyway.
Yeah.
So
right.
The fight night, the fight, the day before the fight and the night of the fight is just to keep the integrity of the fight. It's not to stop the live event anymore because there's no way of telling at that point
Right.
of what the results going to be.
And again, someone who's on it, it will be physically bigger because they maintain their muscle mass, as compared to when you're cutting weight, you get really skinny. Your body goes into your muscle and eats up on your muscle. But because of this stuff, you're able to maintain the muscle mass.
Rojai said, so those PEDs kick in within 24 hours because the test he failed was the day before the fight. He passed every other test prior.
Well, again, just like I said, right? Mainly to maintain that muscle.
Well, I mean, he tested. So he tested the last time April 3rd. I mean, we don't know what happened between April 3rd and April 19.
Yeah.
Like he could have, it's not like he could have, I mean, I guess he could have taken it 24 hours before, but I don't know how much of that is really set in your system to even create a benefit to show on the day of the weigh-ins. I don't like doing well, why would he do this? And why, did he build it up enough in his system to actually create a benefit? Because for me, I'm like, it was in your system. I don't care.
Right.
But anyways, guys, okay, I'm ready. You guys keep catching. Should points get taken away for excessive holding? Yes. Odds that it was unintentional. I don't like unintentional. It's you ever hear that thing? It's like, oh, I cheated on you because I was drunk. Like we're not babies. No one's baby feeding us food anymore. Like you have to be really intentional of what you're consuming, especially as a high level athlete with a lot of money on the line. So no, I don't take that. Like you tested, whether it's through needle or ingestion. I especially can't stand the ones that get caught with like a needle, like the drug has to be given like intramuscularly.
Yeah.
Where you have to take a needle.
Right.
They're like, no, they didn't know.
I didn't know what it was. I'm like,
you just let people come around and go,
stab. Come on.
Oh, anyways, guys.
Hey, we
We are
appreciate
gonna
you
head
guys.
out.
Thank you guys for coming out and just hanging out with us. And hopefully you guys learn a little bit of something. She's the master when it comes down to evidence and just the understanding of the whole system. From being a manager to just knowing what goes behind the scenes. So that's all hers. She's very intelligent. So much respect to this one right here.
And yeah, so look out for the videos. They're just gonna be little short clips so that you guys can look it up, all the stuff that I showed today. It's all, I mean, besides my hard drive, this is all public record, but I will put what I posted so you guys can use that as talking points and do a little bit more research, you guys. Like, I encourage that. Look more than just someone on Quora or Reddit answering the question. Like, actually go to the sites like WADA or the site.
You mean I can't ask AI about that stuff?
I don't know. AI might actually be smarter than Reddit because Reddit and Quora are
It's all
are
just
people,
one.
Well, no, they're people typing.
I know,
you don't
but
know,
but
like,
AI
what
is the same thing too. They get those information
Oh.
and they put it all together. So like even from people talking and stuff like that, AI kind of put that stuff together too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why you can't believe AI no more.
Oh. Well, I mean, then no, don't ask AI. But yeah, so I'll let you guys
No, they just
settle on it.
compile everything that goes on the internet. Just
Mhm.
compile everything else.
Yeah.
All the verbiage. So
Yeah.
anyways, thank you guys so much. Hopefully you guys learned, and it was fun to just be back and just have a little conversation and stuff like that.
Yeah, and we're always around if you guys don't have a conversation. We pop in and out at different places. No Diddy, or Instagram. What?
Oh
What?
my god, I love you.
What?
You're the best.
Happy fight week, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the fight. And being that it's Cinco de Mayo weekend out there, please be careful. Do not drink and drive and be safe.
Yes,
And
do
then-
not drink and
Yes,
drive.
please don't. Please don't. And when you get home, eat a lot of ramen and Pedialyte. Anyway, we're going live. See you guys.
Peace.
Talk to you guys later. Be careful. No Diddy. Bye.
Peace. Oh, you can't do this stuff now
Why?
because it's like bisexual or something like that. Like I don't know, something like
Who
that. Online.
said that?
I don't know. I saw it on Instagram or something like that. Somebody was doing like
So they just took a Korean thing and like, well, that's not even a Korean thing. That
or like the
literally was
peace
like a
sign, like
hippie
the
thing.
peace
Yeah,
peace
you
sign.
can't say that anymore.
I mean, you can say whatever, but I'm just like everybody's gonna try to take stuff away and stuff like that. I don't know. I do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like when people do this, I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. No, I'm a sir. No, you're a ma'am to me. So you know, you know, that's my
Oh my
personal thing. At
God.
least that's how
a
I
whole
am.
different topic.
I know it's a whole different topic.
I'm
You know,
saying
I
this.
respect everybody, but you know, they gotta
Oh.
respect what I, you know, from myself as well. You know, respect given.
Biological men, I'm gonna put this on damn record. Biological men stay the hell out of the women's locker rooms and bathrooms. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not ashamed to say that. Like, get the hell out. All right, okay, we're going now. Bye.
Peace. All right, John.